Hello everyone, we are back here for Master's Guide Part 2 tutorials here. We're going to go Thor's Hammer for a lot of these shots just to kind of show you an alternate perspective. Also, because, a lot of guys are probably going to be doing it, on the opportunities where I see win 5 being kind of a major advantage, I'm going to go ahead and equip it. And a perfect example here is going to be hole number 1. So let's just go ahead, throw that on. Master Division. Just go right into this one. What it's going to do is it's really going to get the wind a lot smaller, make it a lot easier to hold out. So you'll see probably a lot of guys doing this. Especially the ones who stocked up on these for the Black Friday deal. So let me throw this account on real quick. I'll try to do a lot of Thor's Hammer on this one. And I'll try to go relatively full in the power. If you want an idea of where it's going to land, maybe about 6 rings short. So you would expect it to be landing somewhere around here, which will kind of give you an idea what to expect for the rollout. You'll see the fairway's rather large. You won't have to be too precise with this needle. You'll just want to be somewhere in the vicinity. There's 2-ring pull. It will be maybe just a little bit more advantageous to kind of keep it a little bit more right if you can, just to make it to where you don't have a cutoff view at the pin. As you can see, I'm going to have to play fairly aggressive towards the rough line if I do miss to the left. So it's almost a little bit more advantageous to miss towards the right. So you can see my great ball was to the left. Probably should have been thinking about that kind of mid-swing there. So let's take a look, see what we got here. I'm going to have to probably get, as I mentioned, just a little bit more aggressive than I want on this rough line. Might have just made my life just a little bit tougher. Another thing you can do, you could actually technically probably bring it in from the back. So this may also be something that you want to consider doing. And you can see that I'll probably be up towards max club a little bit here. So 6.2 rings. I'll probably just want to make sure that I use just enough backspin to get behind there. So you can see with what I'm doing with my ball guide being offset. And 6.2, of course. I'm just going to time out since I'm in between clubs here. I don't want to rush something that makes more sense to just time out. And I'll go through it. I'll work through this a second time, since you could see I was right at the max line there. So just keep that shot in mind. I don't know if I'm going to technically do it since it's so close to the max line. I don't want it to make sure that it does try to come back, but just keep in mind that it's an option, especially if you stay within range there. We're going to be pulling up towards max, probably not going to make it there. But I'm thinking, of doing some kind of overplay, which means I'm just not going to play the elevation. I kind of spoke about that on the part 1 here, is what I was trying to do was basically just not play the elevation kind of intentionally. And you can see with what I'm doing with my spin, how aggressive I'm going to need to play this. Kind of right towards this line here. And 5.5 rings. Perfect ball. And you can see it's going to be very, very holdable. Hopefully you're able to get it. It's going to be, you know, definitely a good eagle opportunity. As you see a lot, you're going to see a lot of guys with that eagle on their scorecard. So as I mentioned, you know, it's probably going to be just a little bit more better for you to keep it towards the right so you don't have to play as tight on that rough as I did. Another thing you could do is you could pull out a Bandera ball, but it's just going to go a little bit shorter off the tee. So you'll have to keep that in mind, but it'll give you that extra element of side spin. As you could see, I had to play very aggressively towards the rough edge there. So good luck with that hole, guys. There's going to be a lot of eagles there. Hopefully you're able to get it, and I'll catch you guys on hole 2.